How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I want to talk to you about a few very interesting things that are happening in crypto and in stocks here today. I also want to talk to you about a couple big wins for crypto recently. I'm just going to get right into the content. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe, I appreciate that. There's also a link down there to FTX in case you want to try them out. They just are one of the best platforms out there, so I wanted to bring it to your attention. Also, they are very cheap when it comes to trading and trading NFTs. So they recently actually made a partnership with Coachella, and they're offering 10 one-of-a-kind NFT keys to grant lifetime access to Coachella. So if you guys want to check out their platform, they also allow you to trade NFTs without paying gas fees. You guys can check out the link underneath the video. When you use $10 or more to buy cryptocurrencies, you also get a chance at winning some free crypto. So first of all, before we get into stocks, I want to talk about this. The U.S. Federal Reserve is making some analysts bullish on Bitcoin again. So first of all, they point out the greenback or the U.S. dollar index strength, and it actually fell about 1.5% over the last few days. Some people think that that's not that big a deal, but they say some market analysts saw the dollar's renewed weakness as a sign of waning rate hike fears. They also say that the U.S. factory activity employment dropped. So U.S. manufacturing growth, which according to data released Tuesday, dropped for the third month in a row in January 2022. Also, they say that on Wednesday we showed cracks in the ongoing U.S. economic recovery, revealing that employment across regional companies fell by about $300,000. The lower than anticipated data come a week after Fed Jerome Powell's press conference. So they're saying that we could see rate hikes this year. We're expecting 4 to 5 rate hikes, but this is kind of making us a little bit more, instead of hawkish, a little bit more dovish. And we did get news last week about a couple Fed officials being very cautious about rate hikes soon. Now, at the same time all this is happening, of course, the Fed doesn't necessarily care about what's happening in the stock market at least as much as we do, but at the same time, the stock market is bloody red. So right now, we're actually getting a huge pump after hours because of Amazon earnings, which there's a little bit of a secret, I think, that they threw in their earnings here, but we've seen company after company dive down. So Amazon was actually down 8% today. Now they're actually up a good amount after hours, about 18%. And this is because they actually had a really good earnings. They had a really good earnings per share. But the interesting thing is this includes an $11.8 billion gain from an investment in Rivian Automotive. But that has actually come down about 40% since the end of the quarter. So this gain is, first of all, it's not realized gain. Second of all, it's also from an asset that has gone down significantly since they're taking this into account. So they did have some good earnings, but it is tainted a little bit. Now, we also have PayPal, which is down over 50% over the last couple months. We have Snapchat, which is down a significant amount too, down from about $83 down to $24, 70% down. We have Square stock, one of the best performing stocks during the pandemic. It is also down about 65%. We have PayPal, which is down 60%, and even Facebook, almost $1 trillion company, is down about 26, 27, 28% on the day. And this is a company that I have actually been dollar cost averaging into, but a lot of people don't really like where they're going with the metaverse. They see this as a $10 billion a year loss for them. And while they are trying to rotate, because they aren't even growing monthly active users, while they're trying to rotate into another S-curve so that they can actually get some more growth, a lot of people are wondering if it's actually worth the investment. Now, all this is happening, right? All these stocks are falling at the same time. Crypto has been pretty much sideways for the last couple of weeks. Now, of course, we had fallen down a good amount, but we are down about less than 50%, which is better than a lot of the growth stocks, a lot of the mega cap stocks. Some of the growth stocks are down 70, 80, 90, 95%. So yeah, crypto is down, but when you look at Bitcoin as the largest crypto out there, it's not down that significantly compared to a lot of the other stocks out there. Now, we did get some wins here over the last couple days, but first of all, let's talk about this. So Bitcoin is currently the 4th most oversold in history according to dormancy flow. So if you don't know what dormancy flow is, it's basically a lifespan indicator that measures how many coin days are destroyed per transaction on a specific day. So This is the fourth most oversold it's ever been. A lot of people are thinking that we will see some excitement over the coming weeks. A lot of people are calling for a bottom over the next few weeks. So 2, 3, 4 weeks out, we're looking at a little bit of a bounce or a huge bounce. Some people are saying, hey, we're gonna go to all-time highs again. But either way, I think this is fascinating that it looks like there's no selling pressure right now in crypto. Like all the weak hands sold out, and it almost seems like there's only up from here because we hit the bottom and all these other stocks are falling down around it. Some of the largest companies in the world are falling down, and Bitcoin's holding very steady right now. It's interesting to watch. We also got a couple big wins, like I said, from the IRS. So IRS offers Tezos staker refund on rewards tax and break from current policy. So they had previously taxed staking as if it was income, which kind of makes sense. At least it made sense to me, because when you get dividends, right, you have to pay a tax. Of course, it's not at your income level, it's long-term capital gains or short-term capital gains, but if you hold on to it long enough, you do get taxed even on dividends. I thought of this as kind of like an extra income source, maybe something that would be taxed similar to long-term capital gains like dividends. But now they're saying that staking income is not going to count. Some people say that, hey, I shouldn't have to actually take any taxes on this because I didn't sell anything, which I get, but it's pretty interesting how this is working out. So they had 8,876 Tezos tokens that they earned through staking. In 2020, Jarrett asked the IRS to return the taxes he paid, arguing that the taxes were not income but created property. So that is quite interesting. Now they're going through and saying, yeah, we'll give you that refund. This is, I think, a great precedent to set for future cryptocurrencies and for the future of staking too. I think that's a huge win for people in cryptocurrency. Also, there is a bipartisan bill to eliminate taxes for small Bitcoin transactions. So one of the big pains, I think, with crypto is if you want to use it for transactions like a lot of people think it should be used for, there are a lot of tax implications. If I buy Bitcoin right now at 37 and then goes up to 42, and then I do 100 transactions at 42, 41.2, 42.2, and then I have to keep track of all that, that can be a big pain in the butt. So they're saying that this new bipartisan bill would exempt Bitcoin transactions from tax obligations if the associated capital gains are less than $200. Now, I'm sure that they have to clarify this. I'm not even sure if this will go through. Now, personally, I don't plan on spending a lot of my crypto for different transactions, but think years down the line where, okay, maybe your Bitcoin's worth so much that you could just use it, and you do want to actually use it over time because you don't want to bring it to your grave with you. Well, you could actually use it without having all those big tax implications, which would be a pain in the butt. So I think this is a huge win if they can actually get this to go through. Now, let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. I still think it's amazing that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are holding up like they are dividend stocks or index funds compared to all these stocks around them just crashing through the floor. Now, of course, who knows what happens over the coming days. I personally have actually been buying a lot of stocks recently, but let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Thank you guys so much. Definitely check out the link underneath the video to FTX, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.